Hey guys, what's up? Coynosham here again, bringing you another Battlefield Bad Company 2 video. What I've got for you today, it's, as you saw from the very funky Star Wars title sequence there that I had on the go, is Episode 2, Revenge of the Coyno. Episode 1, entitled Crate Bashes, is up on my channel. And just to give you a bit of a background on why I'm uploading this video, and it will be part 1 of 3 because it's the full match on Valparaiso, is because we played against a team and they were doing anything and everything they could bar arming the MCOM stations. So that's up on my channel, so go and check that out guys, Crate Bashers. This is episode 2, Revenge of the Coyno, and I know if you've been a subscriber of mine for a little bit of time now, you may have seen that I had a series of videos on some Valparaiso tactics for attacking up already, but I did have a few requests in the comments on that video to bring a game which was against a slightly harder team, because we pretty much in the end steamrolled through that particular team on that video. And believe me and you'll see this in the later parts of this series, these guys are a hell of a lot better. They've got some very experienced players, as you'll probably see in the video. I get killed several times by the same rank 50s, so they've got some very seasoned Battlefield players, and this is a much tougher game. The first video not so much, but when you get to watch parts 2 and 3, you will see they're a hell of a lot tougher. Okay guys, so that's my rather long-winded introduction over with now. What I'll do now for you is I'll talk you through some of the tactics that we're using in this video to try and get the MCOM stations armed and destroyed. Key word there guys, armed. And I'm probably going to send this video to the entire team we're playing against so that they can understand that you can arm those little box things to destroy them. You don't have to use C4 or tanks all the time. Okay, so in this video now what you're seeing, Coyno is last man standing, and it is very key when you're last man standing, and I've got a fairly advanced position on the battlefield here, that I stay alive so that my squad buddies can join in. As you can see, I'm giving birth to all of them nearly here. So once we've got in that kind of a situation where everyone's back in, we can start to make our advance on the MCOM. And as you see here, this is pretty much my favourite attacking tactic now, is just to put loads and loads of smoke down. And what this does is it gives you excellent cover to move up. You see a couple of my teammates, or sorry, my squad mates have already moved in, and I can find that when you do this, it can give the guys who are not necessarily in your squad but on your team sort of confidence to move up as well. So smoke for the win guys, smoke for the win all the way, every day of the week when attacking. So I think Super Mike, I think he ran in and got the arm, so now it's a case of just protecting it. This hill here, this gives you a very good position to protect this arm. You can take pot shots at people, and a lot of people like to come around the back here of that building where I just killed that guy. And if you're getting shot, you can also drop in behind these crates, and as you can see there, we managed to get the MCOM station and we managed to arm it. Whoop-de-doo, aren't we fantastic? Okay guys, so Bravo has fallen under the might of the JB boys, so let's see what we can do about Alpha. And as we have a fairly advanced position on the battlefield here from just taking Bravo, we find this little tactic here is really good. If you can try and get behind this kind of shed-like building here, it can form a really good basis for an attack and an assault on Alpha, because the majority of your team, if they haven't made this flanking manoeuvre, will be coming from the front. So what you'll find is you can kind of trap the enemy a little bit, and if you get an arm, if you've got guys who are sort of up where that sort of pillbox is, protecting from up there, and if you've got guys where we are protecting it, you're almost guaranteed to get it. As I get a nice squad assist on that guy there. And coming up guys, in a minute after I drop this guy, is Coyno trying to be a Terminator and almost pulling it off. There you go, 1, 2, third guy, no, I'll try to reload, die. So my Terminator skills aren't quite there. Luckily Sharky brings me back in and we finish off the guys who are in this shed. So if you can gain control of this shed here guys, this is a really good attacking manoeuvre, because this shed is one of the main spawn points near Alpha for the defensive team. So if you can get in here and control it and not make a bit of a noob mistake when there was an ammo crate already there, I decided to try and drop another one instead of trying to kill this guy. Pretty intelligent move by myself there. So although me and Sharky, and I think you see him dying in a sec, we failed to control that area. If you can control that area and get the objective armed, you'll normally have the rest of your team pushing up from where I've just spawned in on Super Mike, and holding and protecting that arm can be quite easy. Quite an easy job. Kind of touching back, guys, there on me making that really stupid mistake where I threw an ammo crate down even though there was one there already. I find, and I don't know if some of the other guys who commentate on YouTube can sort of back me up on this, but watching back my videos that I've captured, I learn a hell of a lot, and sometimes when I'm watching them back I am very much like, oh my god, Coyno, what the fuck are you doing? Why did you do that? Did you not see that guy there? And it kind of helps. It kind of helps me develop and kind of learn through my mistakes, because it's all well and good if when you're in a game and you're playing and you're in the heat of the moment, you're like, oh shit, I really shouldn't have died there. Really shouldn't have died there. And you kind of lose focus on that, because then you concentrate back on what's going on in the game. But being able to watch them back after the event, I think it's helped progress me and help make me a slightly better player as I get killed by a rank 50 who looks like he's definitely going in to try and disarm the objective. So with the rank 50 really helping his team out there, I think we're probably going to get this destruction of Alpha, and managed to get a spawn in on Mr. Sharky 17. There you go, Alpha destroyed. And what I'm now going to try and do, guys, and it's something that I would suggest doing, once you've taken a base, don't kind of like get on the edge of the base all the time, waiting to rush for the next one. If you've been killed like I have and it's somebody who sat a long way away from the objective, it's more than likely, unless you're watching the kill feed closely to see if they're dead, that they could still be waiting, camping somewhere and trying to spawn kill you and take some of your tickets. So sometimes what we'll do is go for a bit of a sweep round in the base. As you see, an epic fail coming up here on a knifing. Even though I got the blood animation, I still managed to die. Is, yeah, to just basically go and clear out the base, guys. Get brought back in by Sharky to Super Mike performing a sect act on the dead guy. Very, very disturbed and worried about you, Mike, indeed there. The guy was clearly dead. I mean, it would be fairly disturbing if he was alive, but being dead, Mike, I mean, really, I think you should probably go and see someone about your problems you've got there, mate. Okay, so, base taken. And you may not have seen much of this in some of my previous videos, and it's kind of the usage of vehicles, but as we were there and as the Black Hawk spawned in, we thought, why not, we'll use it. I mean, we do occasionally use it. Sharky 17's a pretty decent pilot, and what we were going to do is he was going to just drop himself and Super Mike at the back of their base. So we've got a nice attacking platform here at the back to try and go in, and to try and go in from an angle where the enemy won't be expecting, unless obviously they saw us. I think this guy dropped Mike, he called it out to me, so I managed to get a kill on him. Mike's now screaming at me to sort of camp, find a safe spot. He'll get a spawn in on me, and we'll try and push forward once again and try and get the MCOM stations armed. What we're going to try and do now, guys, is make our way up and not go for kind of the obvious direct route. We're going to try and hit them on kind of their back flank, if that makes any sense. So this is the Black Hawk spawn on when you're attacking on the next base. So there's a couple of Wookiees around here which I'm going to try and take out, and then we've said, myself and Mike have said, is we're going to try and get a move in on A and try and get an MCOM arm. Unfortunately though, I could have alerted a little bit of trouble over to us, and Mike's been dropped. He's just coming in on me, and I think Heavy MG takes us both down. Unfortunately, he was. This is one of those points, and it sometimes happens to me when you spawn in on your squad mate. It looks perfectly safe and fine, but unfortunately, when you spawn in on them, it's like spawn insta death, and you're like, what the hell happened there? And usually we have a little bit of banter going on. Obviously, we don't get too angry at each other, but you always slightly miff when you spawn in on your buddy and then you instantly get dropped. So our teammate, as you kind of may have seen going on there, they managed to get an arm of A, but it got disarmed. So as a lot of heat potentially is over on A, the defensive team are on there. Been chatting to Mike, and we said, right, what we'll do, we'll take a quad up as you just saw us doing, and we'll try and move up on B, because a lot of the enemy team, if they were any kind of defensive team, they would have been all over Alpha. So just trying to lay a bit of smoke cover up by the objective. Me and Mike are going to make a move up, see if we can get an arm. We've got Sharky 17 on the UAV, so hopefully he's up there spotting any of the enemies for us. calling out which directions they're coming in from. And although he's not up with us, as you see, Mike gets the arm. He's going to kind of play that supporting role for us. So all we need to do now, guys, is try and protect this bad boy that's just been armed. And keen points to note here, get your angles covered. So I've got this back section covered here, so anybody coming from up from their spawn over with the building that's got the anti-tank, as this guy pops over here, it's my responsibility to cover that, and this left hand side as well. And Mike's just there in the building. There you go, Bravo destroyed. Happy days, guys. Right, so that's it for this video. Part 2 or episode 3 will be coming very, very soon, guys. I've got that all sort of queued up waiting to commentate on. If you like this video, guys, please give it the old double click thumbs up. Please drop a comment in to tell me what you think. And if you're not a subscriber, if you enjoyed it, please subscribe. Okay, guys, catch you later.